This is Juliet Fletcher for the Press of Atlantic City, and we're here in Sea Isle City in Cape May County, and it's about 10:15 a.m. Overnight, the weather, the storm that was anticipated and the flooding that was anticipated did arrive in full force, and we're actually standing at the intersection of John F. Kennedy Boulevard and Landis Avenue, and the roads are full of water. As you can see behind us, a lot of the intersections are impassable except to large vehicles. Passenger vehicles are having real problems on all of the main arteries through the island. And about 5 minutes ago, we saw National Guard trucks come down here, come over the causeway, arriving in Sea Isle. We know that they're throughout the county. After last night's voluntary evacuations were announced. Last night the county basically declared a state of emergency and asked for voluntary evacuations, simply so that they knew that people who could leave were leaving. At the same time, we know that many people stayed. We've spent this morning talking to a number of residents. Jack Gibson, who's a local contractor here, he spent the morning. He's expected to be working on a project over at the Roman Catholic Church, and he actually drove over with some donuts this morning, basically to compensate for the fact they're not getting any work done this morning. And so far, most of the town's amenities are closed. You should know that the senior centres are all closed, and there'll be no supplies for hungry. Normally trucks bringing food to hungry residents, those have been cancelled throughout the county because they just can't manage it. There's one store open. Dalrymple's a block over from where we are right now. Dalrymple's convenience store is currently open, selling groceries and batteries, and they have their lights on, but they're planning to close in about an hour. Because the weather is anticipated to be getting worse. There's actually another day of this to come. We have a high tide coming at 4 this afternoon. So we're currently, really at a quite low tide, and I want you to look at the way the water is just filling the street. People who know the island well know that the island is actually not level across its surface. It's higher in some areas than others. The area we're in right now is actually one of the higher areas. But as Chuck, the owner of Dalrymple's store, put it to us, the centre of the town is kind of like a bowl, and that's why the water has been just collecting in the centre of town overnight. There are serious stories too. I mean, we know that some of the evacuations are going to be people who are needy. We believe the county's attempting to assist with that, but it's right now, as you can see, there are a lot of people leaving the island. Any car that's going this way are people. There'll be people trying to get off the island, and people who are coming in may be only returning to properties to check for damage or check everything's viable. We're going to be live streaming throughout the day. We're actually going to be going looking for some of the people who are weathering this here in Sea Isle. So check back with us really soon for more updates. And I'm Juliet Fletcher for the Press of Atlantic City here in Sea Isle.